So I wanted to add in one more question before we moved on, and it's one that I find really useful for just like math, or because a lot of times you don't want to like write out the whole problem, and if I was just using the multiple choice option, I could just provide text, but mathematics, like, you can't really write math in here very good, or science in here. So whichever program you have that you like working with, I'll show you how you can basically make Google Forms be the multiple choice version of that, right? So I'm going to do one of those page breaks again with no text, and I'm going to add, let's say I want to have, let's do caramel popcorn. Sweet, this caramel popcorn recipe. Awesome. Um, and this is right here represents the text that I just don't want on my, I don't want to like figure out a way to have Google Forms write it. So I'm going to go down here, and this is on your computer too, down here in the start, this snipping tool right here. Maybe it's not here. Maybe you got to type down here in the search bar, snip, and you'll find it, snipping tool. What the snipping tool does is you can just drag it. So imagine this is your old quiz from last year and you want to use that as a practice quiz this year. You can just take that area and now you have it. Right? So I just did a new snip there. Now I have the picture. I'm going to do File, Save As, and I'm just going to save it as file, or let's just do recipe, right? So now I can add in that image, and I'm going to show you this way this time. So I just do choose one, and there it is, recipe.png. Sweet, and I'll upload. And I can have whatever question I want here, and it'll be work out just fine. But I do this a lot, especially in math. I have a worksheet creator, and then I can just steal all the questions like that. The other thing I wanted to do was talk about themes. So if you click up here to change theme, on this right hand, they have all sorts of different ways that you can kind of make your quiz look better, right? So they go from kind of some like more formal ones to agriculture. I don't know. Cool. Well, this seems apropos. So this is the theme I'm going to do. Now it's all changed. So I can look at my live form now, and I can see, okay, it starts like this, like that. Awesome. They've got that question. Cool. These ones I can check all their reply. Awesome. And yep, it's all right there. No title, whatever. And then this one, and I just put a text thing here. Maybe they'd have to like summarize it, or I don't know what they do with it. Let's get to the important part. So we want to have students take this, and we want to get the we want to get their information, we want to grade it, and we want to send it back to them. And more importantly, we want to do that through the least amount of effort for us. So what I'm going to do here is, this is the responses. So every time you make one of these, you should have a response thing that opens up. If you don't right away, click right here in the quiz to view responses, and it will create this document. This is the important document right here. You can see it's an Excel chart. And for those of you guys that don't have much experience with Excel, you don't have to really have much experience, because we are going to create we're going to have a program that's going to do all the heavy lifting for us. So let's get this add-on right here. And the add-on, it's the very top one. It's FluBrew. If it's not there for you, feel free to just search it and you'll find it. So I'm going to download. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm not going to do that though. So what I want to do is I want to go FluBrew, and now it's already, sometimes when you do this, you have to go here and click enable on this page, but it's already enabled. So what I want to do is, if I have someone go through this, so let's look through the live form. To create an answer key, like a self-graded thing, the first thing I need to do is create an answer key. So I'm going to call this answer key, and I'm going to put in fake email, whatever. So this, of course, is a Scotch egg, rye, sauerkraut, Thousand Island, All of these, except for pumpkin and pistachio. And that was Gordon Ramsay. And this one, there's no answer. So now when I submit that, I just went here and did view live form to do that. You can see it recorded this, this answer. So now I can do a couple things. I can go to Fluebrew and I can now enable it to do auto grade, or I could grade the assignment. For me to grade the assignment, I would need to have I would grade the assignment if I was if I wanted to have everyone take it all at once, and then I was going to click grade and send out the results at the same time. So if it was like a class project, I do a lot of the auto grading if it's something for them to do when they get home. And so even if they do it at 10 o'clock at night, it involves no clicking for me. So I don't have to like keep monitoring it, right? So I become more and more of a fan of the auto grade option. But you can also do grade assignment. So let's say you had a kid come in and he took the quiz, and he does all right. He gets the first question right. He gets that question wrong though, and this question wrong. He's good there, and whatever. So now we have two responses. So I can go to add-ons, and I'm going to grade the assignment. Now, whether you set this up with auto grade or grading, it's going to be pretty similar. The first step is, okay, these identify the students, so you see how it's grayed out. It's not going to give it any points, name and email. It kind of like fishes for those words. And I'm going to grade all of them, except for these must have been 2 questions that we deleted. So we are going to skip those questions. And sometimes that happens. And then this untitled question was that blank paragraph at the end by the recipe. So we're also going to skip that question for grading. Let's say that you thought this was a really important one. You could weight that so it's worth 4 points and everything else is worth 1. I always just do 1 point apiece. So now I just need to select who the answer key is. Answer key is the answer key. And I'm just grading my assignment. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. So you can see, okay, sweet. Grading's complete. And if I've done this where I have 120 responses and it just takes the same amount of time and it has all the students' names with all their percentages. It's very slick. If I wanted to email their grades out then, I would go right here and I'd click email grades. And you can see their email. This isn't a valid email address, so it's not going to send the email. But if I click email there, this program will, whatever the students provided there, and we'll shoot them an email. I want to make this so it's, I want to change this form up now. I want to change it so it will be an auto grade one. So I'm going to go to advanced and enable auto grade. Now, this is for students. So like I said, once I set this up, I'm not going to change the form anymore. I'm just going to have the students take it and it'll auto grade. And anyway, so any changes I make now may mess up the auto grade. So you want to do this once you're sure your quiz is perfect. So same thing. What do you want me to grade it as? Who's the answer key? And there's an additional step now because it wants us to know, okay, as soon as I grade it, I want to send an email to let them know how they do. I'm going to include the answer key and a message. Thanks for taking the quiz. Wow. Okay. So now watch what happens. So now if I was to take the quiz, so I'm going to view the live form, and this is what the students would see, right? I would say, Nick, my email is inowner at pps.net. Okay. I'll get some right, some are wrong, right? So this question I'll get right, and this question I'll get wrong. And Gordon Ramsay, sure. This one, sure. Okay. So the student will finish up their quiz. It'll be great. It's been recorded. And you just are going to direct them to check out their email. and their email should have one of these. Cool. And it'll tell you how you did. So you can see my one right here. Cool. I got this one correct, 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 incorrect, and it tells me all the answers, right? And then these ones not graded. So those are the basics. There's so much more you can do with it, and if you want to set up the time to learn more about it, I would love to show you.